Hello Libra, we're going to do your May forecast. We're going to look at a strength. We have bright heart light, so lovely heart chakra energy here. Definitely a lot of love and connection, so that's lovely. For your challenge, we have let spirit be your guide. So it could be a little bit difficult to accept what your intuition is saying, or accept, or even touch in with your intuition here. It could be that I want to say even a little bit we're more in the heart than in the head as well. So we're going to see when we clarify with some tarot. Yeah. And then the potential outcome, we have feeling the world. So there's a lot of emotions here in May for you, Libra. But I feel like they're good emotions. So we're going to pull some tarot and get into this and see what it's all about. Be sure to hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe. Any interaction you have with the channel helps the algorithm and helps the channel, so I appreciate it. Now this is just kind of an overall theme of what to expect for May, so you might want to check out your other placements as well, because you're going to have more than one thing happening in the month, right? Most people do. Let's see, Libra. What's going on with Libra? I feel like you might be dealing with another air sign, perhaps, for some of you. Or maybe we're sitting in this space where we are getting a little bit too much into the head, and so we're having a harder time connecting with the intuition. There's something about that going on with this hawk spirit in the challenge position. Or there's some sort of intuitive hit that comes in that you don't like, right? You don't like what it's telling you. Let's find out. We have the Nine of Cups. Lovely wish come true energy, and there's the King of Cups. So deep intuition, deep love connection here. Maybe a Scorpio. And the Ten of Swords. The Moon. Again, emotions, intuition here. The Star. And the Knight of Pentacles. The Fool, loving that. The Ace of Pentacles. And the Knight of Wands. Now you could be dealing with a Scorpio. We have strong Aquarius and Aries and Cancer as well. Maybe some earth, a little fire. We got some air here as well. I feel like for some of you, there's maybe a twist in the road, and you're like, what? I wasn't expecting that. So that could be part of why we're struggling to trust how things kind of change up unexpectedly. To me, it feels like there's something around. I can't quite put my finger on it. It's kind of like there's some amazing new thing that's happening in May, and it is showing up as your strength. The Fool, the Moon, the Nine of Cups, some sort of wish fulfillment, new opportunity, new beginning here. And it's very emotional, heart-centered. But it feels like there's so much going on in the heart here that if something happens unexpectedly, even if it's for the positive, you might have a hard time not getting disappointed or trusting that it's going to work out. Bottom of the deck, the Tower. So there is something, Justice, there you are. Libra, and the Sun. Again, some Leo, some Scorpio here. Six of Pentacles. I actually feel like there's so much good news coming in here, but there's something about it that you are maybe not trusting. You're afraid to trust because maybe it's like too good to be true, or it seems too good to be true. Let's dive in because this is intriguing me, this challenge in particular. All right, let's look at the strength, this bright heart space, these open connections, this wish fulfillment. What's this lovely energy showing up in May for you? The Nine of Cups. We have the Hanged Man, so it's something you've been waiting for. Be a Pisces. And the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, it's something you've been waiting for, something you've been investing your hopes in. Maybe even your time and energy into, and it's like it could be an offer that shows up here. This could be a job offer, it could be someone kind of approaching you wanting to invest in a connection with you. Either way, it's been something you've been kind of hoping for, waiting for, dreaming of. With the Moon, yeah, Nine of Cups. It's like you were emotionally invested and hopeful, and I do feel like there's really an overflow of super positive emotions here. And perhaps some validation to your intuition here. With the Death card, again, we have strong Scorpio here. I actually don't feel like this is an ending. With the Death card there, let's get one more. The Death card. The Star. So this could be something being reborn for some of you. Some sort of connection. Some sort of healing of the heart that's happening because of a rebirth. Some sort of dream come true. You could definitely be dealing with someone that has strong Scorpio, Aquarius in their chart, or perhaps you do, Libra. With the Fool, yeah, breakthrough, Ace of Swords, information coming in here, something that really resonates very strongly. I feel like this really strong vibration here, like it kind of rattles your bones because it's so right. The Seven of Wands. Again, this is something that you've been waiting for, hoping for, working towards, perhaps almost demanding for because you deserve it, if that makes sense. It's something you've persevered, fought for here. So take that as it resonates. Let's look at this challenge, this Hawk Spirit. It says, let Spirit be your guide. And that is your challenge. So there's something here that you're having a hard time trusting or believing. Again, maybe it's this energy of it feels too good to be true. Let's look. The King of Cups, that's that Scorpio energy. We have the Three of Wands. And the Four of Cups. Yeah, it's like the thing you've been waiting for, it finally shows up here. You've been waiting for this person, perhaps, or this emotion. You know, maybe it's like you've been wanting to feel good about something, and then it shows up, and now you don't know that you believe it, or it's showing up in a slightly different package than what you expected. And so now you're like second guessing it. With the Star, we have the Two of Wands. It does feel like something perhaps from the past that has like died and is being rebirthed here. And There's definitely some, even though it just completely resonates as the truth, as something amazing, it feels amazing, I still feel like there's this difficulty in trusting it. Like, we're getting a little scared that maybe it's not actually, maybe it is too good to be true. Maybe it's not going to work out. You know, we're kind of letting some of those doubts creep in here. And it could be very tempting in the month of May to ignore your intuition. Which is interesting because typically when we're doing that, we are in our head, right? And we do have the Ten of Swords here and the Ace of Swords, but there's not a ton of swords energy so far on the board. So could just be some deeper emotions coming up, some fears. Let's look at the Ace of Pentacles. There you are. We got the Justice card. And the Page of Wands. So this thing comes in, it's this door opening, you've been wanting it, you've been waiting for it, you've been putting your effort and intentions towards this, it makes your heart sing, and then it shows up and we start having this battle with our own intuition. Maybe it comes in a different form than we really expected, but it still carries this strong resonance. It's still the thing you wanted, but because it doesn't look quite right, or you've been waiting for it so long, when it shows up, our doubts creep in. And I feel like when I pulled this Justice card out, it feels to me like we start questioning, are we worthy of it? So watch out for that in May. Because it feels like it just kind of brings up some worthiness issues. But the opportunity's here. And it is destined. I mean, we've got the Star twice. So this is part of your path, part of your journey here. It's just the difficulty here is the trust, the worthiness, there's some doubts that come creeping in. Let's look at this potential outcome. We have feeling the world, Ten of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. It feels to me like maybe we're having doubts because we've dealt with things in the past that didn't match up, that didn't work out, that were painful, that were flighty, that were, not quite what we had hoped for. And so if this, whatever this manifestation is, a person, a thing, a wish come true, however it shows up, because it looks maybe similar to what you've seen in the past, it's almost like you want to shut it down. So let's look at this Ten of Swords. We have the Hierophant. Okay, so we've had a commitment end in the past. And then the Five of Wands. And there was a lot of struggle in that particular connection. The Knight of Pentacles. We have the Magician. So you've been working towards manifesting a new commitment. And I like that because that's the High Priestess and the Magician. That's a pair. A very powerful, spiritually connected pair there. Because they are both this sort of, I mean, you kind of see it as like the Emperor and Empress, only with the Magician and the High Priestess. There's this manifestation, intuitive quality to it. It's also dancing around in the fifth dimension. So perhaps this is something that has taken a while to manifest, because we're seeing it right there with that Knight of Pentacles. So it's taken its time in showing up. And we did have the Hanged Man there. So that shows me that you have been waiting for this for a while, right? Let's look at this Knight of Wands. We have the Fool, which we had in the Strength as well, and the Five of Swords, and the Five of Cups. So I would just be aware of the fact that when this thing shows up, all these fives come in. There's change. We got the 5 in the Hierophant, the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, and all these feelings. And not to mention this Hawk Spirit is a number 32. It reduces to a 5. So we're definitely faced with change here. And I think all that's happening here, even though you're getting the thing that you wanted, it's kind of dredging up some old crap that needs purged, you know, some conflicts, some fears, some doubts. I think that if you're able to kind of process those emotions, and trust that they're just emotions, they will pass as you allow them to kind of pass through you, then I think things are looking good. I would just avoid self-sabotage here, right? Because that could be a potential that arrives for sure. Yeah. And I do feel like it's because you have had strong soulmate connections in the past that have left you very hurt and maybe even a little traumatized, and that's kind of what you've been healing from. So when that new thing shows up and it's like all these positive things, you know, those little shadow parts of ourselves like to kind of rile up a little bit. But I do think you're perfectly within your power here to just allow them to pass and then passionately go after this opportunity that's shown up for you. I like it. I like it a lot. It looks like an emotional month, Libra, so prepare yourself for that. Both positive and fears and the whole spectrum of emotions coming in here. So hang in there, and I will see you next week. We're going to dive into the weeklies. Until then, looks like a good outlook for May. Bye.